Hi there, and welcome to the Call to Cinema. Tonight we are talking about, or today, because it's still light outside, we're talking about the Neve Campbell controversy that's happening with the new Scream film. So, for those that don't know, it was announced. First, it was kind of leaked, and then it was actually officially announced that Neve Campbell will not be in the new Scream film. And the reasoning for this is basically she didn't like the offer that was on the table monetarily, and for all the work that she put into the franchise it wasn't something she could see herself coming back for. We'd seen this happen before with Danielle Harris with Halloween 6, which ended up in her being recasted by J.C. Brandy, and it's been all over the online basically what the thoughts are. People have differing reactions on this. There's been some pretty snide and rude comments overall, and there's been some respectful ones as well. And hopefully we're going to stay into the respectful territory here. How do I feel about Neve Campbell not coming back for the new Scream film? Obviously, Neve Campbell, no matter what anybody else wants to say, is the face of at least the original Scream franchise. If they want to pass the baton and go on from that, then that's what I thought they had done in the last film. And I thought they did it pretty well. Now, rumor has it that that they really want to get her back because that not this film that's coming up, but the seventh film, because this is a trilogy, is really going to hinge on her character. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. They gave her a pretty good ending in the last film. I didn't see any need for her, Courtney Cox, or any of them to come back. But that being said, if you're writing a part for an actress and it's an important part in your film, then the actress should be compensated for the part that she's doing. So you're not doing a scale for Neve Campbell for a Scream franchise. And see, some people say, well, Neve Campbell, hasn't done all the many big movies, or she hasn't done this many big TV shows, which I would actually disagree with, to be honest with you. She's done some incredible stuff, but that's beyond the fact. There's only one dynamic where this matters, and that's within the Scream franchise itself. That's where this all kind of begins and ends. The outside of whatever work was done before or done after or whatnot, none of that is anything that's on the table that makes any difference at all. The only thing that matters right now is that Neve Campbell has been the face of the franchise. She has done a fantastic job in promoting, supporting, and acting in the Scream films. She is a legitimate Scream queen, along the lines of Jamie Lee Curtis and the Sigourney Weavers of the world. In that aspect, and that's the only aspect that we should be looking at right now, she should definitely be paid accordingly. This isn't just looking at, okay, well, you're bringing an actress to do something that she hasn't done before. You looked at an actress, like me, for instance. I'm not an actor. I would love to be, but I'm not. But if I came in to do something new, they look and say, okay, we haven't done very much, so you're going to get scale, you're going to get just above whatever. Agents negotiate that type of stuff. But if I was the star of a horror film or any film, and it was franchised, then if I was to come back into say I hadn't acted in say I had retired from acting, for instance, and I decided, okay, I'm going to come back for this film, then yes, I would expect to get the money that I would deserve to come back for that film, and that's what she should be getting. She should be getting the pay rate that befits the face of a franchise. And people can say, well, there's a new face of the franchise. They're going to do, they're passing the baton. They're doing new things with it. It's not the same Scream as before. None of that matters. The only thing that really matters here, and the key element is this: she is the face of the original Scream franchise. They want to use her. They want to use her in the film and have her have a role that may or may not be significant in this one, but may turn out to be significant in another film. So they had plans for the character. It is a franchise legacy character. If they want to use the franchise legacy character in a film, then you're not paying scale, you're not paying minimum, you're not paying slightly above, you're paying, the actor, they're gonna they're gonna put their what they want out there, and obviously she was compensated well enough for the last film, but it looks like maybe for this one here, and again, no behind the scenes knowledge, just saying, she maybe they didn't want to compensate her for the same amount that they did in the last film. Maybe they felt like, okay, we can, she's not going to have a big part in this one. Well, we can kind of slack off on the pay scale. That's not how it works. So if you want to have Neve Campbell in the franchise, then one, you got to pay for it. Should she be getting any hate because she didn't come back for a specific amount of money? No. It's a job. It's a business. And this is something that she obviously cared enough about to come back at times when it didn't really befit her career. She's done other things, like since then. She's been in House of Cards. She's had different TV shows. She's had movies. In 1996 alone, like Scream wasn't her only big film. The Craft came out that year. Wild Things would come out a couple years later. And so, this is not an actress that hasn't done things. But again, like that being said, none of that matters. Like, and none of that other stuff that I say matters. Wild Things doesn't matter. Like The Craft doesn't matter. The only thing that matters right now is within this wheelhouse of the franchise itself, because that is the beginning and ending of where the negotiations start. You're not choosing to have Neve Campbell in your Scream movie. You are choosing to have Sidney freaking Prescott in your Scream movie. And in order to do that, you pay the amount needed. So Neve Campbell, I agree. I agree that she should definitely kind of hold out until she gets the right amount of money. And if they don't want to give it to her, then we'll see how recasting works on that. And I think we all know how that goes, because remember Halloween 6? Remember all those movies that were recasted? Yeah. I think that hopefully they'll work it out, and Neve Campbell will come back for Scream, or they'll just like take the character out of it, and hopefully they don't do like a write-off, kind of kill her off screen. They just leave it as she's back with her kids and her husband, and we don't need to go into that aspect of it. And there's the new cast there. I was actually surprised when Courtney Cox said that she was coming back, because I thought, okay, didn't you pass the torch? Didn't you like? So if anything, there's one place where the fault is on this right now, and it's on the people behind the scenes. They had the perfect out already with the last film. They chose to, in a way, and no hate on them or on anybody, they chose to rely still a bit on the legacy characters, but bring them back for the next couple of films. So with that being said, pay them like legacy characters. Pay them what they're worth. Don't chintz out. Don't cheap out. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you think too. And remember, just be respectful down in the comments. No arguing. Just to leave your arguing with somebody else down there. Just leave your thoughts, and have a great day. And I'll see you next time right here in the Cult of Cinema.